Welcome back to Famicom Wars with me, NagafenOfIvalice, and Major Knight 404, who doesn't need the toilet, obviously.
No, not all. Not really, no.
If you're wondering
No,
why,
no.
he just told me he needed the toilet, so I decided to wait, and then came back a second later and said, you know what, someone's in. I feel fine now. Because someone being in the toilet means that his bladder goes, oh, someone's in the toilet. Well, that's fine, I don't need to go. Him and his bladder have an understanding.
That's
Now,
because I care about my bladder.
Now, we have our heavy tank moving up here, and so far we're gaining control of the middle of Bean Island. But now we have a heavy tank to contend with. Heavy tank versus heavy tank! Oh! Our poor heavy tank took damage. Luckily we have a second one coming up the rear to replace it. And by replace I mean help. Yes. Help. Here.
Yes, of course.
Now we're going to try and send an infantry unit to sneakily at least damage this artillery unit. It didn't damage them at all. Well, isn't that helpful?
No.
Best thing to do when a lower unit approaches a higher level unit, as it were, and tries to attack it, don't have them attack, just have them stand in front. Even though they may lose, they'll take damage and provide more time to shield your soldiers from the enemy. It's all scientific, really. Kind of. Let's send our tank down to this enemy city and use their own base as a defense against them. Mwahaha! Notes. Remember to always make sure you have a large force. Even if it's made up of infantry, mechs, and tanks, that's still a good force to have. Mechs?
A golden rule of Advance Wars. It doesn't matter how powerful your army is, it's how much.
Literally. You could have a bomber, if this were Advanced Wars, a heavy tank, 2 neo tanks, a mega tank, and a stealth fighter. But if your enemy has an F-load of missile launchers and rocket launchers, well, you know, 50 missile launchers and rocket launchers per allied team versus your measly super units will screw you over. And that's not a may, it's a will. Open fire! The heavy tank dies, and we have one more turn to capture the city in the north. Then we have all of the northern buildings in Bean Island, which means fund boost. Now we just have to capture these 2 remaining Blue Moon cities down left. Or we could just sit here and watch Ray seemingly die. We could do that as well. Translated, that means, I may be coughing. I do not feel well.
I may be coughing. Yeah, I'm coughing, but don't feel bad about me.
Don't forget my greatest achievement, the Sacred Dawn, even though I haven't done it yet. But it will be coming soon. Oh yes, I should probably say something about that. See as how Ray's here. My opinion of the Sacred Dawn as I've seen it.
Oh god.
Yes, haha, I sprung this on you as a surprise. Story-wise, it looks very good, because, you know, it's an interesting story. I mean, it's the fact that it's your kids, you know, unknown. That'd be like me and
Yes.
kids with Tifa, but, you know, that will never happen.
Never
Because
happened.
Tifa Lockhart has a good personality to anyone who's watching. Personality.
Gasp!
Oh, yeah. Oh, but don't you like her for a bit? No! Stop thinking that. More to her than just looks. I'm fine. I'm fine. Though, of course, we all know why Ray is most famous. Because of his awesome spriting skills. I mean, seriously, have you looked at it? Have you looked at the fact he's managed to convert some of FE 10 sprites FE10 for the Wii. Come on, you out there all going, yeah, well, we don't admire him for that. Yes, you do. Admit it. You do. Any people who have started out in spriting have probably gone their influence of Flying Ace and Mage Knight. And possibly the people who are doing FE4 Advance. But no, I'm not kidding in the fact that Ray is a good spriter. But then again, I am a good... What am I good at? I wanted to...
He doesn't know!
Writer? Is that it? I don't know. I write things occasionally. I'm alright at that. Best subject I had at school was English. Yeah, I was good at that. A good media student. No, I don't know, but, you know, I'm good at things. Everyone's good at what you think you... Well, if you put enough effort into what you want to do, then you'll be good at it. Just give it a try. This isn't a motivational creepy speech, but it's just the fact that it's true. This would be the point in any anime where I would just stand, now go, be your own person. You can do it. I believe in you.
I believe in you, my friend.
Yes. Now, to finish, let's finish off playing Famicom Wars.
Where'd that come from?
I was thinking of Card Captors, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not playing Card Captors, I'm playing Advance Wars, I think. Now, let's see. The enemy still has to finish off this turn, so they're probably going to try and kill our tank. 2, 1. Oh, our tank survived the shelling! It has 1 HP, but it survived! Now, the heavy artillery attacks! And our tank survives again! Now here... Oh, damn it, the heavy tank arrives. And they destroy our infantry, but they damage the heavy tank by 1, which is something. Kind of. Now maybe the moment they come back. Oh.
Oh, scary. This
is always the moment I dread in every Advance Wars Famicom game. Is the moment where you think you're doing well and winning, and then suddenly the enemy come back with a few strong units, and you have to spend another hour doing the same stage because they've suddenly come back.
Yeah, we have been here for a while, folks.
True, I've been here for a few hours, but then again, bear in mind in Famicom language, that is regular time, people. You will spend ages doing one stage. This is a strategy game. What did you expect? You know,
got the point.
Famicom Wars is a great game and all, but if you came here expecting quick levels and stuff like that, please leave. Please.
Please leave. Exit over there. Go away. We don't need your kind.
Because
you're not welcome here.
Famicom Wars is a game built on strategy and time. You will have to take your time with this. I've snuck a unit over the other side! Woo! We're in Eastern territory now. Now I'm going to see if I can sneakily catch the northern buildings and distract them for a bit. Because I don't expect to capture these northern eastern buildings. What I expect to do is for them to suddenly divert some of their forces up and kill me. Why? Because this will distract the units they build away from my main force. And then I'll slam it down their throats. I mean, we'll go down the northern route, yes. For the motherland!
For the motherland!
The only problem we have is now they have a heavy artillery guarding their base. They can pretty much snipe anything that comes near. Think of it as the equivalent of having Grit in armoured form sitting there at the entrance. Just going, take your time, I ain't got any rush. Because Grit's awesome. Don't you badmouth Grit. Grit's broken. And on that note, Back in a sec, folks, where we'll try and pierce the enemy line. And no, do not divert an innuendo from that.
Ah!
Guys,